Okay, 18th one, we are finding the difference. For C1, the range of muscle tissue in old adult is 4 times greater than young adults. So if we found out the range means just subtract them. The subtraction of muscle is 7 in young adults, while in old adults is 28. So it is actually 4 times. It is actually 4 times. Is 7, yes. 37 minus 9 is 28. Yes, 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 yes. So C is our answer. Okay, let's move to the next one. Okay, a bit technical one. Let's let's just decode it. Okay. The first question is, there is a thickness of wall given in PQ and R and diameter is given. Okay. Calculate the cross section area. How do you calculate it? It would be pi r square. Okay. Let's do it. Wait, wait, wait. Okay. First of all, what is this? Thickness. Oh, okay. Which capillary has the smallest thickness? Or which capillary I've already told. Capillary has the smallest thickness, so is this Q is capillary. Which has the thickest wall? Thickest wall, artery. So this R is artery and this P is vein. So we have to calculate it for vein. Okay, put in the values. Okay, how do you find R? D by 2 is R. The R, how to find radius? Radius is half of diameter, right? Yes, yes. 2.5. We are applying the formula, but for that we need radius, right? Okay, you can. But we cannot use the value of 5, na? It's diameter. It's not the radius. We have to find the radius. Okay. Okay, what is your answer? D by 2. Radius is equal to D by 2. Diameter by like 2. Wait, 2.5. Let's do it. I'm also doing. Wait, it's 3.14. 3.14 multiply 2.5 square, right? What's your answer? Wait, you have to find the cross sectional area as well. 2.5 square. 19.6. Okay, now you got it how to do such questions which need calculations. We will practice it, don't worry. Okay, now we have the number of deaths due to smoking in different years. Okay, they're almost same in like all years. Okay, what is the correct statement about this? The number of death decreases every year from 2009 to 2019. Are they decreasing? No. Look at 2015, it's increasing, right? Number 2, the number of death decreases by 9% between 2009 to 2019. Let's say, is there a decrease in this one? How do you calculate it? I couldn't calculate it now. How do you? Okay, let's move to the next one then. We will discuss it later. How? The lowest number of death in 1 year occurred in 2018. Why? It's 77. Is there any lesser value than this? Where? Oh yes. So this is incorrect. The greater decrease in the number 1 year occurred between 2017 to 18. No, no. So the only correct answer is B. But you haven't calculated the values at all. Look, it would be 82,000 minus 74 divided by multiply by this is how you do it. Initial, because this formula we have to use so many times, over final divided by initial into 100. This is the formula we have to use so many times in our calculations in biology. So you need to learn this formula. Yes, 82 minus. For which B? Yes, yes. Done. Is it same 9%? It's 9%. Okay? Because I'm telling you this formula because you have to use this in P2 as well. Okay, and in P4 as well, so this one is important. Okay, let's move to question number 21, 22, 23. These three are really easy. What is the method we use to control malarial vector? Okay, what is malarial vector? Vector means something that carries the germs. Antibiotics. Really? Okay, wait. Vectors are carriers. Let's do it. Vectors are carriers. What carry malarial germ? Which pathogen? Mosquito. How to kill a mosquito? Think again. Think again. Insecticide. It's an insect. So we have to use insecticide. No, no, no. They are saying malarial vector, the carrier one. Okay, which disease can be treated by using antibiotic? Now, definitely a bacterial disease. Which is a bacterial disease? We have just discussed malaria is caused by mosquito. Cholera. Cholera is caused by cholera bacterium. It's the name of bacterium as well. Vibrio cholera. Yes. Okay, which structure is labeled as ureter? Okay, what is B? Good. Renal artery. What is A? Renal vein. What is C? And what is D? Urethra. So answer is C. Okay. Let's move to the next part, 24 and 25. Okay. Again, there is calculation involved. You have to practice these calculations. These are very, very important. Okay, let's discuss question number 25 first because that one is easier one. What are the receptors of pupil reflex located? Where are they located? Sorry. They are located on retina. Correct. The light receptors. Okay, next one. Okay, there is a filtration and reabsorption occur, right? It's 24. 24 is the toughest one. Now listen. We say in when we talk about kidney, there are three things that passes through it: water, glucose, urea, along with salt. Okay. Water is absorbed in a higher quantity, but not all water is absorbed. Okay. This is partially absorbed. Some amount is absorbed. Okay. When we talk about glucose, glucose is fully absorbed, right? While urea is not at all absorbed, reabsorbed, sorry, reabsorbed. Okay, so reabsorbed. Now the question is related to this. What percentage is reabsorbed by the kidneys? Kidneys. Okay. Yes, but here is a percentage written. Exactly, exactly. With the total amount reabsorbed, though it's a simple one, reabsorbed divided by total value into 100. Okay. For example, reabsorbed is, now this one is not a reabsorbed value. Reabsorbed is 150 minus 1.5. There must be a third column for reabsorbed. It would be 148.5. How much glucose reabsorbed? 150. How much urea is reabsorbed? 20. Right? This is the reabsorbed amounts. Now we have to calculate percentages based on these. Oh, simple. Its question is, its answer is A, because all glucose is reabsorbed 100%. Let's focus on this. Wait, that is not a percentage. No, it means 100%. That's why I've circled it earlier that it's a percentage. Exactly. Into 100. Reabsorbed into total. Reabsorbed was 148.5. Total is 150 multiplied by 100. Okay. This is for water. For glucose, it's 150 divided by 150. For urea, reabsorbed is 20, total is 50. This is how we calculate the percentages. Okay. Okay, let's move to 26, 27, and 28. Again, a graph is given. But I'm very confident that you would be able to crack this graph. It's easy. Okay, what has happened? Okay. The internal body temperature of some animals, including human, remain constant even when the external temperature decreases. Okay. So this is by one of animal that is affected by the change of external temperature. Means it's not human or birds. What conclusion can be made from this graph? Okay. Okay. Let's say this point is 28, right? This point is 28 where it's becoming constant. Let's figure it out. The animals stop respiring. No, it doesn't stop respiring at all. The animal respiration rate increases as the temperature decreases. Yes, it can be said. It can be said, right? When the temperature is 5, the respiration is, sorry. What was I saying? The rate of respiration increases because the oxygen is used. So rate of respiration increases. Yes, exactly. If the external temperature is 28, the oxygen used is lesser. But at 5, the oxygen use is more. Oxygen is used more, right? Hmm. They're talking about decrease in temperature. When it's 5, there is more oxygen used. So this option is correct, right? So this B is correct. The animal, sorry, the internal temperature of the animal decreases. No, it has nothing to do with internal temperature. The animal respiration rate increases as the temperature increases. No. Yes, it can be. I don't know, but here it's not given. Here it's not given. Generally, okay, think about yourself. Think about yourself. When you feel really cold, your body starts shivering, right? It produces more energy. How? By using oxygen. Simple. It isn't possible in this case. If it happens in some alien. Okay. Okay, what is correct about synapse? Synapse is the space in between two neurons. So how does it travel? New one direction. All are correct. They are actually gaps. They are actually junctions between the neurons. They move the impulses in one direction. The neurotransmitter diffuse across the synaptic gap. All are correct. Okay, what is not a part of homeostatic mechanism? Okay, to maintain the internal environment. Like I've just given you an example of shivering. When the temperature is low, your body starts shivering to increase the temperature of your body. That is homeostasis. Okay, or in summers when the temperature is really high, sweating is the one of the mechanism which cools down your body. Okay, think again. It's B. It has nothing to do with the length of hair or the growth of longer hair. So growth has nothing to do with this, right? So when you feel really cold, you would have goosebumps. So contraction of hair erector muscle is correct. It means those pores they just got erect. Okay, let's move to 29th.